with our children, to pass values on them, we need to be honest about our own past. And you know what I found? The more I could share, not just positive, but even negative things out of my past with my children, the greater impact it has in their life. And they can see that their father, their mother is real. Now let me just give you one illustration that my one daughter had done something that wasn't appropriate. So I shared this illustration to help her understand why it was wrong. And I, at the time, thought it was very funny and everything, and then realized later it was very wrong. I was in Chula Vista, Mexico. I learned Spanish pretty well. And at the little hotel, it's a Christian hotel where I was staying, the girl behind the counter was always giving me a hard time, all the time a hard time. And so one day, very seriously, she said to me, Josh, how do I answer the question when somebody says to me, how are you? How do I say in English, she was saying this in Spanish, como digo, muy bien, gracias. How do I say very well, thank you? In other words, somebody says, how are you? To respond, very well, thank you in English. Oh, I've regretted this many times. I looked at her and said, go to hell. She said, what? I said, you respond by saying, go to hell. She practiced it and practiced it. This Christian businessman walked to the counter. I felt so bad. And he said, how are you? And she just smiled at him and said, go to hell. Oh my gosh, this guy got upset with her, and then she was upset with me. And later I had to go back and apologize to her that it was wrong. But you know, I took and shared this with my daughter. In fact, I've shared it with each one of my kids at different situations to say to always be careful what you say, that you are held accountable for your words and your concepts. And what I did was wrong. Even though it was quite funny at the time, it was wrong. Wow. My kid, Dad, you did that? I said, yeah, I did. Wow. I never believed you could do something like that. Well, I didn't want to say, oh, you ought to hear some of the things I really did. But use examples out of your past, not just positive, but even negative ones, to bring home the truth to your children. And they will always respect you for it and look up to you.